Welcome to Mystic Eternal Enigmas, where we unravel the greatest mysteries of the ancient world. Dive in and explore the secrets that time has yet to reveal. The Voynich Manuscript is, without a doubt, one of the most enigmatic books in history, a text that continues to defy logic, science, and linguistics, remaining an unsolved mystery despite numerous attempts at decipherment by experts around the world. This is a volume that has raised questions for centuries, fueling theories ranging from linguistics to secret ciphers, through magic and alchemy. The fact that the content of this manuscript remains incomprehensible despite the efforts of cryptographers, historians, linguists, and scholars is what makes it as fascinating as it is mysterious. Its existence and nature make everyone wonder, what secret is hidden behind this book? Is it an alchemical work, a mysterious code, or something else entirely? Every attempt to decipher it has led to new questions, leaving the manuscript as one of the greatest enigmas in history. Its difficulty in being understood has fueled a real myth around its content, pushing entire generations of scholars to search for answers, but without obtaining any definitive certainty. Over time, the Voynich Manuscript has undergone a growing interest both in the academic world and among mystery enthusiasts. Some have even speculated that its author had intentionally created an impossible-to-decipher code, while others believe that it could be a real lost language, perhaps used for secret or esoteric purposes. In this video, we will delve into the heart of the mystery, exploring the history, structure, illustrations, and the many theories that have followed over time. We will try to understand what makes this manuscript so unique, also making a comparison with other mysterious texts in history to try to better understand the context in which it was born and the reason why it has attracted so much attention over the centuries. The Voynich Manuscript was discovered in 1912 by Wilfrid Voynich, a Polish rare book dealer, but its origins date back much further. Despite extensive research and study, its history remains shrouded in mystery, and there are no historical documents that can definitively confirm the author or provenance of the book. Most historians agree that the manuscript was written in the 15th century, although there is no hard evidence to support its exact date of creation. Carbon dating has confirmed that the book was made between 1404 and 1438, but has not solved the mystery of its origin. The uncertainty about its provenance and the identity of its author has contributed to the fascination that the manuscript still exerts today. Some scholars have hypothesized that the book may have been written by medieval alchemists, while others believe that it may have been a more esoteric work, linked to mystical or magical practices. The theory involving Roger Bacon, a 13th century monk and scientist, is one of the most popular. Bacon was known for his studies of natural science and alchemy, and some experts believe that the manuscript may have been written by him or under his influence, as many of his treatises explore similar subjects to those contained in the book, such as medicine and alchemy. However, this theory has never been confirmed, and there is no direct evidence linking Bacon to the Voynich Manuscript. Some believe that the book may have been commissioned by a powerful figure of the time, such as a nobleman or a physician, who was trying to hide knowledge that was reserved for a select few. In any case, the lack of concrete references and historical documents that explain its origin has led to the manuscript being considered a work of an unknown author, who chose not to leave traces or clues to reveal his name or identity. Wilfrid Voynich's discovery of the manuscript is also shrouded in mystery. When Voynich, a rare book enthusiast, found the manuscript in an Italian library, he had no idea what he was about to discover. Despite the dealer's efforts to trace the book's origins, his searches proved fruitless. Even attempts to find clues about the manuscript during its preservation in European and American libraries were unsuccessful, fueling the myth that the book was destined to remain a mystery forever. Its history, therefore, is full of gaps, which add to the mysterious fascination that has always surrounded the manuscript. Some believe that the book may have been intentionally hidden for centuries to preserve secret knowledge that could be dangerous if revealed to the public. Still others believe that the manuscript represents an example of lost wisdom, a work that dates back to an ancient civilization, which left behind only this indecipherable text as a testimony. The lack of documented information about the manuscript has only increased the aura of mystery surrounding it, making it one of the most fascinating enigmas in history. The Voynich Manuscript consists of approximately 240 pages of parchment paper, containing both indecipherable text and fascinating illustrations. The structure of the book is divided into several sections, each of which has its own specific theme, but all the pages are characterized by the presence of a completely unknown language, which has no obvious connection with known languages. The text of the manuscript is written in a language that appears to follow its own grammar, but whose structure is totally alien to any natural language or known code. The language is composed of an alphabet of about 20 letters, some of which are repeated frequently, but without forming recognizable words. Several attempts to analyze the distribution of these letters and the frequencies with which they appear have not yielded significant results. Some cryptographers have suggested that the language may be completely invented, an artificial language that has no correspondence to natural languages. Others, however, hypothesize that the text may be written in a lost language, which was in use in ancient times and has never been documented. Linguistic analysis has shown that the manuscript contains repetitions, which suggests that the text follows some kind of grammatical logic, but no one has been able to interpret it definitively. The lack of a clear frame of reference makes the manuscript incredibly difficult to decipher. Although some have speculated that it is a cipher language, no patterns have been found that could suggest a key to its interpretation, making the entire work a true enigma. In addition to the mysterious text, the manuscript contains illustrations that appear to be as significant as the text itself. The illustrations are divided into botanical, astronomical, and anatomical sections, and each section is unique in its own way. The plants depicted in the manuscript pages do not correspond to any known species, and appear to be a fusion of real and imaginary elements. Some plants appear to be hybrids, mixing characteristics of multiple species, which has led some scholars to suggest that the manuscript may have a connection to alchemy or medieval medicine. The botanical images are accompanied by descriptions written in the mysterious language, but the names of the plants are not recognizable, which prevents scholars from accurately identifying the species. The astronomical section contains diagrams and symbols that appear to represent stars, planets, and constellations, but their arrangement and meaning remain a mystery. The anatomical illustrations are equally strange, with figures of women who appear to be engaged in rituals or magical practices. Some historians have suggested that these images may be connected to esoteric cults, alchemical practices, or even unknown religious ceremonies. The variety and strangeness of the illustrations suggest that the manuscript may deal with scientific, magical, or religious subjects, but their connection to the text remains unknown. The attempt to decipher the Voynich Manuscript has given rise to numerous theories and hypotheses over the years. The first analyses date back to the moment of its discovery, when scholars began trying to understand the meaning of the cryptic text and the strange illustrations that accompanied it. In the following decades, research has intensified with the use of increasingly sophisticated tools, but the mystery still persists. Today, the manuscript is the object of study not only for cryptographers and linguists, but also for computer scientists, mathematicians, and artificial intelligence researchers who use advanced methods to try to discover a hidden meaning in the text. One of the most popular theories is that the manuscript is written in an artificial language created specifically to confuse or hide a message. According to this theory, the author of the book invented the language that follows its own grammar and structure, but cannot be traced back to any known natural language. This type of language may have been conceived as a secret code, intended to be understood only by a small group of people. In fact, the Voynich language does not show obvious similarities with any European or Eastern language, nor with traditional cryptographic codes, which further complicates the work of those trying to decipher it. Some experts, for example, have proposed that the language contained in the manuscript is a sort of pseudo-language, created not to communicate information directly, but to mask the true meaning of the text. Over the years, many cryptographers have attempted to apply various deciphering methods, including letter and word frequency analysis, substitution coding, and advanced statistical analysis techniques. Another popular approach has been to look for correlations between the Voynich language and other ancient writing systems, such as those from the medieval era or rarer languages, but these attempts have been unsuccessful. Another method that has been used is the use of computational linguistics, applying complex algorithms and modern techniques to identify possible patterns or links between the symbols in the manuscript and known languages. However, despite numerous attempts, none of these approaches has led to a concrete decipherment. Recently, some researchers have explored the possibility that the manuscript contains an entirely new language, one that has never been documented before, and that it could date back to a lost culture or civilization. Another line of research that has gained traction in recent years involves the application of artificial intelligence to analyze the manuscript. Some experts, using machine learning software, have attempted to train algorithms to recognize patterns in the text, but again, the results have been inconclusive. In short, deciphering the Voynich manuscript remains an open challenge, and, at present, there is still no theory that can convincingly explain the nature of its contents. In addition to the Voynich manuscript, there are other mysterious and fascinating books that have been the subject of study and speculation, but none have aroused as much interest and mystery as the Voynich. One of the other books that has attracted the attention of historians and puzzle enthusiasts is the Book of Thoth, an ancient Egyptian manuscript related to magic, alchemy, and divination. This text, which is said to contain the secret knowledge of the gods, has been the subject of many legends. Although the book has never been found in its entirety, the fragments that have survived are considered equally mysterious and cryptic. The Book of Thoth is known for its connections to occult and esoteric knowledge, and for many centuries it was considered a lost work that would reveal incredible secrets about the nature of the universe and magical power. Many researchers have speculated that the Voynich manuscript may share some of the same characteristics. Mysterious, linked to hidden knowledge or secret codes used by groups of initiates, such as medieval alchemical societies. Although the contents of these two texts have never really been compared, there is a certain similarity in their cryptic nature and in the difficulty of understanding them. In fact, both seem to be linked to esoteric and mysterious traditions that have never been fully revealed. Another book that could be compared to the Voynich manuscript is the Codex Seraphinianus by Luigi Serafini, written in 1981. This book is one of the most modern works that fall into the category of indecipherable books, and has many similarities with the Voynich. The Codex Seraphinianus is an illustrated book that contains a completely invented language, devoid of meaning, and that has never been deciphered. The illustrations in the Codex are comparable to those of the Voynich manuscript, with images of plants, animals, and architectural structures that do not exist in reality. The writing in the Codex Seraphinianus, although it appears to have a coherent structure, cannot be read in any known language. Just like the Voynich manuscript, the Codex has also been studied for years, but without any concrete results. The big difference between the two books is that the Codex Seraphinianus is a modern creation, conceived by the author as a work of art and not as an ancient or mysterious text. But the similarity between the two works is striking. Both books raise the same question: why create a book that cannot be read, that has no clear meaning? The answer remains shrouded in mystery, but what is certain is that the Voynich manuscript stands out for its aura of antiquity, for the fact that it dates back centuries, and for the enigmatic historical context in which it was born. In light of the numerous attempts at deciphering it and the different theories proposed, it is clear that the Voynich manuscript is destined to remain one of the most fascinating mysteries in the history of humanity. Although studies have continued for centuries and new research tools continue to emerge, the book has never ceased to challenge the understanding of anyone who ventures into it. The mystery that surrounds this manuscript lies in its indecipherable writing, enigmatic illustrations, and the impossibility of contextualizing it historically in a precise period. Each new hypothesis and each attempt at deciphering it adds new facets to the mystery, but none of the theories advanced has managed to completely solve the enigma. Some scholars argue that the manuscript may be a secret code, used to protect sacred information or to hide knowledge that could have been dangerous for the time. Others, however, hypothesize that it may be an esoteric or alchemical book, a symbolic work full of allegories and hidden meanings. Some even believe that the manuscript may be nothing more than a fantasy, a creative work devoid of any deep meaning. But in any case, its incomprehensibility makes it extremely fascinating. The Voynich Manuscript will probably remain an unsolved enigma for a long time, fueling the discussions and imagination of future generations. But it is precisely this state of mystery that makes it so special, a symbol of hidden knowledge and all that has not yet been revealed. In the meantime, we will continue to search for answers, convinced that the journey to decipher the Voynich Manuscript is actually a journey into the infinite mystery that it represents. Thanks for watching Mystic Eternal Enigmas. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more deep dives into history's greatest mysteries. See you in the next adventure.